Long ago, there was a man who lived out in the North Pole. And on Christmas Eve, he would fly all the way to your house with his reindeer in the sled. He would then grab the presents that you wanted all Christmas and squeeze down your chimney to deliver the presents to you. This is a story about Santa Claus. As children, we were taught that Santa Claus was real. Real meaning you could touch, you could feel, you can see he brought presents. This person didn't know you from a can of paint, but he knew everything about you. And he brought presents on Christmas Eve to your house and delivered them in the midst of the night. And if you left cookies and milk, it was good. It is not Santa Claus's responsibility to tell you that he's not real. It's not the responsibility of the kids at your school or the teacher at your school. It's your parents' responsibility to illustrate to you what the difference between real and fake is. What the difference between entertainment and real life is. What the difference between entertainment and education. But looking at YouTube and watching a lot of videos recently, I've realized that a lot of your parents failed at this task because a lot of people are not able to interpret what is entertainment on YouTube versus what is education on YouTube. So we're going to have a talk about it today. Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, FRE, $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And I just can't believe most of us are at least 18 and up. We have to have this conversation about entertainment versus education and how you should determine what is real and what is just for entertainment. Now, I'm not going to say any names, but I'm going to start with a situation or occurrence that happened recently. There was a guy who took a trip to a country on the budget. And he says, hey, this is for entertainment. And he goes out there and he gets stuck. And he needs to ask people for assistance because he was being supported by others for entertainment. And the whole world went crazy. Oh my God, you're setting a bad example for black people. You're setting a bad example for passport pros. Why are you making this look so bad going on to do this? And I'm like, oh God. If someone says something is for entertainment, it doesn't mean you should follow this way. It doesn't mean that, even if they don't say it's for entertainment, you have to be able to understand what is a good way to follow for you and what is a way that wouldn't work for you. It's not your responsibility to attack a person who's doing this. It's not your responsibility to say, oh, this is you should watch this. You shouldn't support this, because everyone has the right to live the way they want to live. And if you understand that a channel is for entertainment, why are you going there to learn something? Now, yes, I understand the borderline of YouTube it can get a little bit sticky sometimes because, like, my channel is based on education. I'm educating people about my life and how I move through the world as a black man from Newark, New Jersey. But I do make the education of my travels around the world entertaining because I understand that people in the United States at least, are not able to really absorb education without it being entertaining. And that's where we come to an issue. Because I don't understand why, and I hope you guys, you got questions in the room. I'll get to your comments in a second. I just want to start off with this because you know what? Let me start off with the definitions of entertainment and education, just in case someone's not understanding what I'm saying. Definition, because I think this really has to be, and we're going to go into more details about why, even though something can be entertaining, it can be, how do I say this? It can be bad to follow that if it's something that, you know, that others shouldn't do. But once I clarify that something is entertainment, then it's your responsibility to say, oh, I'm not taking this serious. Now at the same token, there are some ways that entertainment can have ripple effects for the person who's being the entertainer, but that person has to take responsibility. For example, if I'm a prank channel and I'm pranking people, then it is entertainment, and I'm not going. No one has the right to tell me that you shouldn't do this. But I have to take in consideration if I get punched in the face, if I get shot, if I get robbed because I'm trying to pull a prank that I didn't think all the way through, then that's on me. It's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility to tell me that I shouldn't do this. It's not your responsibility. Let's get to entertainment because I don't want to jump into too far into it. But definition of entertainment. Let's start with entertainment first, right? Okay, so let me share the screen with you guys so you guys can see. And I'm going to get to your comments soon. We're going to get to the stuff real quick because it behooves me that people really believe that it's your. Well, let me give you an example. The Santa Claus thing I told you guys before. The Santa Claus thing I told you guys before. The parents are supposed to tell you, not the teacher. Everyone here is a teacher now. Everyone that's watching a person do something is a teacher or a student. It's not your responsibility to correct the person that's doing it. It's their parents. So let me get to let me share the screen. I'm gonna get y'all after I give you the definitions out. Then I'll get you guys. All right, let's go. All right, y'all. So entertainment is the action of providing or being provided with the amusement or enjoyment. Let me repeat that again. Entertainment is the action of providing or being provided with amusement and enjoyment. At what point does entertainment says this has to be real? At what point of entertainment does this have to be moral? This has to be something you can learn from. This has to be true. This has to be real. This has to be. It doesn't say anything in this definition about it being real, about it being true, about it being something you can stand for, about it being something that makes us as a people look good. And y'all know how I feel about my Black people. But people are starting to overstep their responsibilities. And I felt as though there needed to be somebody with a different perspective. I won't say right or wrong, but with a different perspective and definitions to bring people back and say, hey, that's not our responsibility. Come on back. Let's tell our story. Come on back. Because when you start focusing on stuff that's not your responsibility, things go crazy. Things get crazy. So now that we've seen the definition of entertainment, I'm going to share with you guys the definition of education. Okay. Education. Okay, so the definition of education is the process of receiving or giving systematic instructions, especially at a school, or a university, or now YouTube. So if you're going somewhere on YouTube looking for something that is giving systematic instructions, why are you looking for something entertainment? Why are you looking for something that's specifically for entertainment? See, that's what I think a lot of people never taught their children, not just black people, just a lot of people, especially in the United States, never taught their children that, hey, there's a difference. And now all the kids are going out watching, they watch the rappers, they watch the basketball players, they watch the YouTubers, and they say, oh my God, I can just do this and do this and do this, because they don't understand the difference between what's real and what's fake, what's education. And then even to the point where there are people that are our age that don't understand it. Somebody has to talk about it. All right, y'all. So let me get to y'all comments, and then we're gonna get back to the conversation, y'all. Anonymous, what's up? What's up? What's up? Milano the Travel Vlogger, salute. What's going on, y'all? Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel, man. He gonna get back on his grind soon, I think. He be doing some good lives though. Yeah, definitely, man. Anonymous. Wait, Santa's. Listen, man. Listen. Casino, what's going on, man? Can't see. Oh, you guys can't see me? Oh man. Hold up. Can you guys still not see me? If you can't see me, put a one in the room, y'all. If you guys can't see me, put a one in the room. If you can see me, man, I hope I didn't go through that whole thing. If you can see me, type something in the room, y'all. Let me see. Type of one. If you can't see me, type a 2 in the room. I'll restart it and come back. Damn, that would suck. That would suck because I can see clearly. I can't see y'all comments. Hit me. I can see your comments. Hey, Beach Bum, can you see me here? Because somebody said earlier they can't see me. Oh, y'all can see me? All right, cool. All right, so check this out, y'all. Let me start for myself. My channel, The Flyboy Way, is about helping people through my life. I'm not telling people what to do. I'm not giving you the exact details of everything because a lot of the details you can't say on YouTube. But I give you my truth. I give you my perspective of my travel around the world. This is still, even though I'm telling you it's true and I show receipts, I would never suggest anyone take anything 100% of what I say without going to see it for themselves. Never take anything from anybody 100% without going to see it for yourselves. And I think that a lot of people are in the mindset that whatever's on YouTube is going to influence the world, and it might. It might. You know, they talk about rap. They say, "Oh, rap is so negative. Rap is so much about killing people. Rap is so much about having sex with a bunch of women." And they want to blame the rappers. They want to blame the music. But what they don't want to do is point responsibility into the place that it's supposed to go. To the parents of the kids who are not explaining to these kids, listen, this is real, this is fake. This is entertainment, and this is what entertainment means. This is something to be educated by, and this is what education means. It's not the rappers, it's not the ball players, it's not the YouTubers, it's not the content creators, it's the parents. It's who raised you. Who raised you? It's supposed to illustrate to you what is true, what is false, what is facts, what is fiction, what is real, what is not, what is education, what is entertainment. And the issue is a lot of people's parents didn't do right. They didn't do right, and they're expecting the government to do it now. It's the same example as I told about the guy who went overseas and spent all his money and got stuck and needed to ask for money. It's not your responsibility as someone who is not his parents to tell him that he shouldn't do this. It doesn't matter what platform he's on. It doesn't matter it's not your responsibility to correct him. And now what you can do, what I would do, is I would say, hey, I wouldn't do this because of this. But if you choose to do this, you have to know it comes with this. And that's it. That is all. And if anyone is to follow somebody who is not proven or not even just said that this is for entertainment, then it falls on them. It falls on them. If I make a channel and I tell you, listen, I'm going to go overseas and I'm going to go to Colombia. I'm going to go to Cartagena, right? And we over 2 minutes because y'all know YouTube policies. All right, we're going to talk real, y'all. If I tell you I'm going to Cartagena, right? And when I go over there, I'm knocking everything down raw. I'm knocking everything down raw I can. And you should do the same. Are you going to listen? Probably not, right? Probably not. You know why? Because they taught you that's not a safe thing to do. Your parents or your older brothers, your older sisters taught you that's not a safe thing to do. But it's not your responsibility to tell me that I shouldn't say that. Because at the end of the day, everyone has their own life to live. Now, when you explain to your children what's real and fake, you can say, hey, you can be entertaining, but understand that these entertainers, what they do comes with a bunch of issues. Now, if you want to accept those issues, go ahead and have fun. But if you want to find another way, then watch someone else who is educating you or has receipts that what they're saying is something that is going through right. It baffles me that we really have to have this conversation, y'all. It really baffles me that in 2023 we have to have a conversation with adults, telling adults what their responsibility is and isn't, because it's not your responsibility. And I'll take it off of that situation and say this. As a black man, I believe that the way I move is the way that the people who I hang around should move similar, because I move with respect, I move with dignity, I move with on code, I move a certain way. But I'm not going to go tell another black man you should move this way because the way you're doing is negative. I'm not going to do that. You know why? It's not my responsibility to tell you what's right or what's wrong. It's my responsibility to show you another way. And I think people are so into themselves that they feel as though, and this is general, people are so into themselves that they feel as though they have to push their values, push their morals, push their moral compass onto other people. And we just got to stop that. I don't care how negative someone else's lifestyle is. I don't care how negative what someone else is saying is. Yes, I can say, hey, I won't do that because of this, but I'm never going to knock that person. You know why? Because entertainment and education and the people who I reach, they can tell the difference. They can tell the difference. They can look at my black man's guidance and be like, oh, snap. This is a legit person that's just giving you his experience. He's not faking the funk and saying, oh, he's not spending no money on women. He's not saying, oh, these women just like me because of my personality. He's not saying, oh, I got, I'm doing everything I want to do in this place. He's just telling you, hey, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But, it baffles me, man. It really baffles me. It's like, we're going to get to a point, I feel as though in the United States, if you guys got any questions or anything, ask me. I'll probably make this live like 30 minutes, at most an hour. But we are getting to a place in the United States, at least I can only speak for the United States, where we're depending too much on outside forces to raise our kids, to teach us what's right and what's wrong, and it definitely sucks, man. It definitely sucks. I'm never here to judge or bash anyone, even if I disagree. See, I'm trying to say that people were raised different. I'm not saying your person was raised right or wrong. I know it's hard. I understand, everybody. I understand. It's hard when you see somebody doing something. For example, if I go to Medellin, if I'm in parking areas in Medellin, right, and I see a guy throwing money in the air, 200, 300, just in singles, throwing money in the air, it's not my responsibility to go over there and say, hey, stop doing that. Don't do that. You're going to mess up the economy. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. The women are going to want to ask for more money. It's not your responsibility. It's not my responsibility. That's a free man. That man does whatever he wants to do. You know what my responsibility is? My responsibility is to look at the situation like, okay, this guy is throwing money in the air. I know what kind of energy that's going to attract. So what am I going to do? I'm going to remove myself from this situation, and I'm going to go somewhere where this is not happening. That is the proper, or a proper, not the, but a proper way of resolving that conflict of a guy throwing money in the air in the middle of Parque Aires. A guy goes to the clock tower. He got on a big chain. He got on the watches. He got on the earrings that's blinging. His cell phone's to his ear. Yeah, just talking. All right, the newest iPhone. It's not my responsibility to run to that guy and say, yo, tuck your chain in, put the ear down, don't put your phone up, watch out for the motorcycles. It's not my responsibility. You know why it's not my responsibility? Because that's a grown man. It's not my responsibility to sit and talk bad about what he's doing. If he comes to me and asks me, hey, what do you think about what I'm doing? I'll give him a response. But other than that, it's not my responsibility. If he gets robbed and I'm next to him and I get robbed, should I be mad at him? No, you shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't be mad at the guy who's wearing chains in Cartagena, we're walking down the street, or I'm walking down the street, he's in front of me, he's wearing chains, he's got the bling, he's got the newest iPhone, and he's talking real loud, walking down with the motorcycles going up and down the street. I shouldn't be mad if they stop and they rob him and they rob me because I'm next to him or behind him. I shouldn't be mad at him. You know who I should be mad at? I should be mad at me. Because what I should have did, rather than, oh, don't do that, this is wrong, is I should have removed myself from that situation. I should have took a step back, let him walk down the street, because I know that, hey, you are walking around like a target. I don't want to be close to you, because if they target you and I'm just in your circumference, I might get targeted too. But people, they feel as though, and it's just my perspective, people feel as though it's their responsibility. And I think we're getting to a point where a lot of people are overstepping their boundaries of what they're supposed to do. Me personally, I can never talk bad about another man or woman. I might say something relative to, what their beliefs are, and I might reference the beliefs, but I'm not going to ever talk bad about that person. I'm not going to ever point them out and say that, because I don't feel as though that's a proper way for a man to react, man. It's just not. Education versus entertainment. It's your responsibility to know the difference. It's your responsibility to say, hey, this is not the way I would do it, and that's that. But again, I feel as though we live in a society where people still believe in Santa Claus. People still, they think that everything they see on YouTube is real. It's not. It's not. It's just not. You see, if I had, again, my channel is an educational channel and I educate, but I make it entertaining. A lot of people are making entertainment channels, and they're doing whatever it takes to get you to watch. And there's nothing wrong with that. The channel might grow fast. They might get a lot of donations. And that's cool. But the issue to me about creating a channel that's solely for entertainment is that if you want to continue to make money, you have to always be entertaining, and it has to become a job. You see, again, my channel is an educational channel, but it's entertaining. So whenever I don't feel like entertaining, the education that I left behind is going to still keep making money. But if you're creating an entertainment channel, once that phase or that once it's seen once, people don't go back to it. Let me give you guys an example real quick. I'm going to share the screen with you guys again. and try to give you some analytics because I like to match numbers with whatever I do. I like to match numbers with whatever I do. So let's go to YouTube. I'm going to YouTube, right? And I'm going to show you guys my top videos. The reason why I'm going to show you guys my top videos is because it's going to show you a point that entertainment channels are good. They can make you a quick buck. They can get you known by a lot of people. They can get you a lot of subscribers because people want to hear certain things. But the one thing entertainment channels don't do, in my perspective, that an educational channel like mine does, is an educational channel runs passively. When I say an educational channel runs passively, it means I put content up once, evergreen content. I put content up once, and people watch it over and over and over again without me having to upload a video every day, every week, or shoot, maybe even every month. Let me give you guys an example. Let's go to the numbers. You know I love the numbers. Analytics, right? All right. So the top videos, right? Let's go content. Right? The top videos, the top shorts. The top shorts was last month. That's nothing. But let me see. I would get this. It's the shorts is kind of new. I didn't see that part. Let me see. I don't want to see shorts. How do I get out of the shorts? Shorts right here. All right, videos. All right, cool. Here we go. The top videos, right? Oh, how can I show this thing here? All right, here we go. See more. Mine is the first one because the first one, it was for entertainment, but I actually promoted that on Google recently this month. So let's mark out. Let's X out Medellin, Colombia, right? Look at this. The top videos on my channel are not the vlogs that are very entertaining with the women that you see. You know, you might see they got banging bodies. We're doing crazy stuff. We're wilding in the club. We're walking in different countries. Those not the top videos. The top videos are the guides because the guides educate you. Now, I haven't touched this video in over 2 years. The Black Man's Guide to Cartagena. I haven't touched this video in over 2 years. I made this in 2020. Actually, I made this in 2020. It is 2023 now. So this video is almost 3 years old. But guess what? It is the #1 video on my channel. And I made it 3 years ago. Why? Because the basis is education, but it's entertaining. The next one, the Black Man's Guide to Haku. This one is hot. This one I just made this year on July 29th. And it's the second highest video. Why? I do have Haku Costa Rica nightlife is more entertaining, but it's not as educational as the Black Man's Guide to Haku. And the same thing for the Black Man's Guide to Medellin. Havana, Cuba, this one is pretty good too. But the Black Man's Guide to Havana, Cuba, right after. The Black Man's Guide. Here's the thing, y'all. I understand that everyone, it's easy. It's easier to start an entertainment channel. It's easier to run an entertainment channel. But unless you want to be on YouTube creating videos for the rest of your life and trying to keep up with the same veracity or the same trying to top your last video. I believe Mr. B said it. He says he's at the point now where he's trying to compete against his last video every time. Why? Because Mr. Beast doesn't make educational videos. Mr. Beast makes entertaining videos. So he has to basically compete with every single video he did with last, because people might not go back and watch the last video. They might not, or at least watch it as much as his new video. And I personally, when I decided to make my channel, I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to be one of the people who had to keep entertaining you, because entertaining you makes it a job. You know what I'm saying? It makes YouTube a job. I don't want another job. I want a passive income. Entertainment versus education. YouTube at best, YouTube at worst is Santa Claus, meaning it's not real. It's something that is a perception of people, of everybody. Yes, the educational channels are more based on education, but the entertainment channels, they're really not real. But if not at worst, at best, it's wrestling, where wrestling is real, but it's scripted, it's choreographed. Entertainment channels. Like I said, you guys got any questions? We over 30 minutes. Y'all can ask any questions you want to ask. And just, I feel as though this very much needs to be said, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are starting to create YouTube channels, and I think this is one thing that they should consider, whether you're making an entertainment or educational channel. Now, regardless of what way you make it, whether it's all entertainment or mostly education, it has to have some entertainment to grasp people's attention. But expecting to get education out of an entertainment channel, it's not something you should do. Now, you can get entertainment out of education, but the other way around, it's not something you should think you do. Let me see. Jason, what's going on, man? Dropping gems. I feel you. I'm about to get more creative on my channel. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. It should always be a balance, man. There should always be a balance. But no. Let me correct myself, because then I'll be telling people what to do. For me, there needs to be a balance. It has to be something to keep you watching, but it has to be something that's going to surpass just making you smile, making you laugh, making you cry, making you get emotional, making you say, "That's right, the women are bad. It's so much better overseas. They trying to take all the money, the Republicans, the Democrats, they trying to crash the market." It's entertainment, but it's not going to last. So for anybody out there that's trying to create a channel right now, and this is somebody who's talking to you, I'm gonna say this really. I appreciate every subscriber I get. I appreciate it, but I really don't care about getting more subscribers. The reason why, because at any time YouTube can press the button and make your channel go up, bunch of subscribers. At any time they can press the button on TikTok and make your views go way up. That's just the way things are. So you should focus more on creating content that's going to outlast this year, outlast 5 years, outlast 10 years. And if you do that, man, trust me, you never feel like YouTube is a job. You never feel like creating content is a job. You enjoy every moment of it. But yeah, like I said, I give y'all like 5 more minutes. You got any questions? We'll end this live. I just wanted to get that off the chest. Let me get back here, y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming in the room. It seems like I missed XL Pro. What's going on? Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely hit the white button on the way out. Nah, Rudolph is real. Almost all prank channels are fake, dangerous if little kids think it's safe. Exactly. I believe so too. But the issue is that it's not the prank channel responsibility to tell the kids this is not real. It's not the prank channel. It's not YouTube's responsibility to, in my mind, it's not YouTube's responsibility to say, hey, your kids shouldn't watch this channel because they're doing dangerous acts. Even the whole thing with having a disclaimer on your video, that's not even something that really needs to be done if the parents do their job. It's just that people are getting lazier now. In the United States, at least, people are getting lazier. Parents don't want to do their job. They want the internet to do the job for them. They want the government. They want the FAC. They want whoever's controlling the stuff to do their job for them, rather than just sitting the kids down and saying, hey, yo, this ain't real, this is real. This is entertainment, which means that this is not the education that you want to follow, but if you follow this way, it's going to lead to this way. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but make your decision, but just know that it's going to lead to this way, and they may not be coming out of that. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Oh, he had to restart the app. Okay, Casino, I got it. It's it's just something that I can't believe that we still have to have this conversation about Santa Claus not being real in 2023. Never believe everybody you hear on YouTube, man. Never. Even myself. Verify I got receipts. If I tell you something, verify that I have receipts. Verify that you can go And if I tell you that Barranquilla has a carnival, go look on my page and see if you see Barranquilla has a carnival. If I tell you that in Cuba, you can't in Cuba you can't bring money in. You can't get money in it. Verify for yourself, man. Because at this point right now, it's not my responsibility to tell you what is real and what's fake, man. So I appreciate everybody for coming again. I'll give you guys 2 more minutes. Pause. I got 2 more minutes to ask any questions, and then we're gonna sign out, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I feel as though we really needed to have that talk, man. We really needed to have that talk. It just it's crazy, man. It's so crazy that people they think that everything is their responsibility. It's not. It's definitely not. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel. And yo, remember, y'all. There's a difference between entertainment and education. It's not your responsibility to try to tell an entertainer what they should and shouldn't be doing because it's damaging the youth. It's not your responsibility to tell a rapper what they shouldn't or should rap about because it may be damaging the community. It's not your responsibility to tell a basketball player that they shouldn't carry guns or do stuff on live because they're going to lose money. It's not your responsibility. Peace.